is now our season to go out and to do great things. So first of all, we need to understand that I want to tell you, some of you people are really courageous out there, and you're strong, and you just need to believe that about yourselves. Because with courage comes action. Once you have courage, there's action. And I want you to make other people courageous. Leaders create courage. I think about the Braveheart scene when Mel Gibson's going back and forth before they're about to go into battle. And what he was speaking of was strength and courage and boldness and a cause. And that very courage just fell over on all those men. And it was that leader stepping up, riding the horse in the front, and being the most courageous of all. So you know what our inward devotion to greatness is? It's courage. And I want to tell you people today, I know some of you are very courageous people, and you're doing stuff so out of your comfort zone. And you know what? It's not growing as fast as you want, but you're staying in. You're staying in the action part of it. And you're changing you. And many of you have the courage to lose 200 pounds, 100 pounds. That takes a lot of courage. I'm sorry, it does. It takes strength. And that's exactly what you've been given, is that gift to be able to do that. Action step. Write out your dreams as if money were no issue. Many of you have heard me say, if you knew you couldn't fail, how big would you dream? Write out your dreams as if you could never fail. Write them down. What would they be? Put them on your bathroom mirror. Put them on your car dashboard. Put them on your refrigerator so you can see them every single day and think about them and dwell on them and realize that you can achieve these dreams. Those are the things that are going to drive your devotion to greatness, is knowing what you've been called to do, the purpose in your life, and going out and getting it. So that's your action step. Write down your dreams as if you knew you couldn't fail. The O of passion, one person with passion is better than 40 merely interested. I love this. One person with passion is better than 40 merely interested. How many people do you know in life that are just interested in life? They're just kind of sipping it. They're kind of letting it just happen, right? Whatever happens, happens. Let me just tell you something about that. Those people influence nobody's life. Those people become significant in very few people's lives, because it's a matter of taking charge of your life. One person in a dream, I believe, can change a nation. It can change a home. It can change a world. It can change our business. Many of you out there that have this dream and this passion, you're one person. You're out every day doing what seems insignificant little things in your lives and the lives of so many people. For those significant moments, maybe you're on stage at Summit, or you get a check for $150,000 for a bonus. Whatever those are, but it's the little things you do every single day. Few are interested in life in passion. Few are interested, but many of us, the one person, that's you, the person on this call. Oh, you can make a difference. That's what you got to believe. And whether you get discouraged sometimes, it takes courage. Step up again. True freedom can be achieved with this business when you do the things you don't want to do. You can also make the difference in your family's lives, your friends' lives, and the lives of those you haven't even met yet. It begins with you. You can help others have physical and financial freedom with this business. This is a gift you're giving to them. Don't ever forget about that. It goes back to this acronym today. What was our starting point? It's looking in the mirror and believing I'm significant. And once I understand that, I know what I can do as one person. And I saw it with thousands and thousands of people in my organization as I built a network business, meeting them one at a time, speaking truth into their life, encouraging them, setting their soul on fire, and helping them to get it. And a lot of what I've talked about, those of you that heard me speak on the road, I talk about you got to get it. Once you get this business, once you get it, the passion oozes out of you. People run to you. Because why? You get it. You get the whole story. It's not P90X. It's not just insanity. It's not Shakeology. It's not protein bars. It's not the business. It's the whole story. And that's what we have. That's the gift we have to go out and give them. Action step. Write out a list of family and friends that you want to share the gift of freedom with, and then set a date to share it with each of them. A lot of you have people right now that you still haven't sat down with and said, I need you to understand what I'm doing. I need you to really, I don't care if you get involved in business with me, but you need to understand what we're doing and the difference we're making in this country. You need to understand Beachbody, the corporate. You need to understand what they're doing and the significance they're doing and what they're doing in the lives of other people. And if you will grasp that and understand that, then I think you're going to have some real interest in what I'm doing. Don't just talk to people about it. Sit down with them and let them know how important it is to you that you spend an hour together, that they know what you're doing. And you know what? The ones that will, and the ones that won't. And the ones that the right ones will get in, and the ones who aren't the right ones won't get in. But write down a list of family and friends that you want to share this gift of freedom with and this gift of this business with, and then set a date to go out and share it. Because like I said earlier, If you're significant in their lives for 35, 40 minutes, you walk away, and even if they don't sign up as a Beachbody coach, they're never the same. They'll never be the same. That's why I loved making appointments. That's why I loved sharing my business, because I knew I was always speaking truth. And I knew that in that truth, in what I had to share, I knew that those people, without a doubt, would be different people and would think differently and be challenged differently than they ever had before, because I was willing to spend that time with them. Finally, the action step, write out a list of already covered that. Okay. The end, never, ever quit. You've heard me say it before, and I'm going to say it probably every call I do for the next 2 or 3 that I'm finishing up with. Struggle is less painful than regrets. Struggle is less painful than regrets. I remember, here's a story for you. I remember when I was in the Amway business, and I had a guy who, I went over to his house, and we used to cut out pictures of dreams. And we would put them on the refrigerator. And so I'd sit down with a couple, we'd cut out all these dreams, we'd stick them on the refrigerator, and then we'd sit down with the 3 kids. He had 3 kids, this one guy I'm thinking of. And we cut out their little pictures of a pony, and we cut out all their little boys and all the people in the refrigerator so they could finish it every single day. And I remember this guy calling me one night. He'd been in the business for about a year and hadn't gotten to where he expected to get, and really had worked some, but not hard enough yet. And he called me one night and he said, I'm going to quit. I think I'm going to quit this business. And I'll never forget that, because it just tore my heart out. I used to always get my heart ripped out when people quit, because I just wanted so much for them and for what their life was about and what I knew they could do, and having the vision to see them for what they could really become and not who they were today. But I remember him saying, I'm going to quit. You know what I told him? And I think it was pretty strong, but I said this. I said, you know what? Don't tell me you're going to quit, because this doesn't make any difference to me. I mean, I want you in my business. I want you to grow. I want you to have all the things you want in life, but I can't make you do that. I can't change your life. You've got to decide. But the people that are the closest to you, your wife and your 3 kids, remember the night we sat, we cut all those pictures out and put them on your refrigerator? And remember the ones we cut up, your little kids, and put them on the refrigerator? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to have a family meeting tonight and bring them into the refrigerator. And first of all, I want you to bring your wife in. I want you to take the pictures on the top of the refrigerator. I want you to start peeling them off. And I want you to say, baby, remember we were going to do that? Well, you know what? That's never going to happen for us. You know, we were going to go on this trip, but that's never going to happen for us. And start peeling those off and look your wife in the eye and tell her you're quitting on her. You're quitting on your kids. You're quitting on your family. You're quitting on yourself. And then I said, after you're done with that, then bring your 3 kids in and start peeling their ponies off and start peeling the stuff off the lower part of that refrigerator. Because you know what I told them? I said, let me tell you something, brother. It takes so much more courage to do that to your wife and 3 kids than it will ever take to have the endurance to finish this business and to finish this race and to accomplish this business. So you talk about being afraid. That's scary to me. That would scare me more than anybody ever saying, are you in the Amway business, or saying, are you in network marketing? That would freak me out. I couldn't sleep at night thinking about that. And I know that sounds strong, but for a lot of us, that's what we do. We get dreams and goals and things we want to do with our lives, and we talk about it, and then pretty soon it gets a little hard. It gets a little tough. And all of a sudden we back off, right? We're on that middle tread and we start backing down the spiral staircase. And I want to challenge you all today to listen, to understand this. The struggle to get there is much less painful than the regret. And all of you will live one of those 2 things. You either take on struggle in your life, and you will grab it and you will take it head on, and you will go at it face to face, and you will charge forward, or you'll withdraw. But when you withdraw, you will be someday 65, 70 years old, God willing, you live that long, and you will look back on your life and know that you never did what you were called to do. The greatest sadness in life is the man whose dream has died, yet he still lives. My goal for all of you is to live your life with passion. The defining difference in our lives, in our business, in every relationship we have, when we wake up in the morning and our feet hit the ground, what is it I'm to do today? What is the purpose of my life? If we can understand that, and you can grasp that, and you can embrace it, and you can get on the field and in the game, and quit sitting back and let other people play the game. You get on the field. You were designed for it. You're designed to win. It's going to take courage. It's going to take strength, but you've got to finish this task. Carl said it, one of the last SOSs, Carl stood on stage and said, I'm never quitting. I will be here for the long haul. 50 years from now, he's still going to be standing there, just excited about life. Me too. How about you? That's my question to you. How about you? Thanks, everybody, for letting me share today. Look forward to seeing some of you in Vegas over the weekend. It's going to be a great time. Can't wait to give you a hug and tell you that live your life with passion, the defining difference. Thank you.
Wow, that was a good call. I took about like 5 pages of notes. So you guys, we'll just go over some of the things that sort of popped out to you about that call. One of the things that popped out to me was actually the last thing that he said, which was the greatest sadness that ever was the man who lived and his dreams died. Because I think that, with this, we see so many things that we can do and so many different opportunities. And it's so easy for us to say, I'm going to quit. And I know that I've said this several times, like my first year. And we always look to those people that we know will make sure that we don't, because deep down we know we're not going to. But that really stuck out to me. You guys can just unmute yourself if you have something that stuck out to you. Don't be shy.
Guess I'll go. Okay. I like the part about the struggle is less painful than regret. Because, like, I know, like you said, like, deep down we know we're not going to quit. But I'm, like, constantly, like, I wouldn't tell anybody else this but you guys. But I'm always, like, in my head, like, wanting to quit. Because I'm just, like, trying to be a leader within my, like, coach group and having, like, 89 people in there that, like, don't respond. Like, hello, like, where, like, what is everyone doing? Am I wasting my time tagging people? Like, these crickets everywhere, and it's really hard, and that's a struggle, like, it just really is. But not, so, like, quitting would be worse, but it's like, that's good to hear that, because I'm in a funk.
And that kind of goes back to when he said, one person with passion is better than 40 people uninterested.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have those people in your coach group that just aren't interested, or they're crickets. Or I actually think it's a lot that they're sort of nervous, and there's a lot of new coaches in your coach group, and they probably are, like, afraid to post. I mean, I know for sure when I first was a coach, like, I was afraid to post in people's coach groups. So if you do see people in your downline that are even, like, a cricket or, like, commenting or liking.
I don't mean everybody, but I mean just, like, it just gets really, like, really hard. Because then you hear, like, oh, the speed of the pack is the speed of the leader. And I'm like, I can't go any faster.
Marie, is that why you called me yesterday?
Yeah.
That's
like,
why you.
My mother.
Yeah, she needs her mother. That's why you use your upline, because we're going to say, you can do it. You're doing a great job. And that's what you needed. Like, I saw this call at 12 o'clock from Maria, and I'm like, oh God, what's going on? Like, that's when you have your self-doubts, and that's okay. Reach up to your upline, and, we're all there to cheer each other on, and everyone has those same feelings. I mean, it doesn't matter what star, what level you are. You even saw that, who was it, like Barbie Decker and McAllister. What's her name? Melissa McAllister. It's kind of the Darren Daly today, that they achieve success and then they get this plateau and they don't have the passion, or they feel like they're not, doing the job that they could, or they're not successful. And you're killing it. So every once in a while you need to hear that, and that's good. You reach up to your upline, and we cheer each other on, Yeah,
definitely. And then
you're killing this business, doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, and then I woke up in the morning and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do blah, 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 blah. And I've got, like, sold 2 challenge packs and a Shakeology. But when you get in those slumps, it's like, what the heck? And then all of a sudden, yes, it's happened. So I know how it goes, peaks and valleys, but those valleys were deep for a while. Anyway.
That's why you have us, to fill your cup.
Yeah.
I have a different thing going on, and that's why I love Craig Holliday and his passion. I think I relate to him and Tommy Migrant. I'm finding that those two, for my business, I'm starting to really love them. And like I was just going back and forth with Beth just now. My passion is totally there. I'm not even worried about that. It's more, I like what you said about, one person that's passionate than 40. So I spent a couple hours with one of my coaches, not my coach, but someone that I think has potential. And I'm more at a point where I'm thinking, what can I need to do my job better. I'm not like thinking about quitting at all. I just want to get better, faster at a simple, is it Tommy Migrant's 5 steps, his 5-step thing, or getting people to be successful in 30 days. I feel like, that's the key right now, because we've got these people and how do you keep them with you and keep them engaged and feel successful, so that you can change their lives, which, we are all doing. So you don't want to lose them. I don't feel like I'm going to lose them, but if we don't have a good solution, I feel like, that's our purpose right now, right? To change these people's lives.
Yeah, I think that goes back to like what he said about like and my mom and I are talking about that. Like the glue is the relationship that you have with the people.
Yeah.
Like some of my best coaches are my best friends. Like if Marie quit, I'd probably fly down there and like knock on her door and like be like, hell no, not quitting. Like, like you're gonna see us at these other events and you're gonna want to be there. So. And Ashley Coyne, I remember we were like in the pool and she's like, I can't like quit now. And I was like, well, are you thinking of it? And she was like, no, because like, you guys are all my friends. So I think it goes back to like building those strong relationships with your coaches and their downline coaches and reaching down. And, even I've seen Shauna Valenta like break off and do her own coach group, and she's building relationships like within her own downline, and that's pretty cool to see. So I think it just goes
Also, Terry, we started our Dash to Diamond, and it is just nuts. We have 200
loves
people
it.
in there. We had our first coach call, and we had Kelly Hanner ran it. We had 100 people, and people couldn't get on. So you have a lot of your coaches in your. When does yours start?
I think it's Amy. Monday. I mean, I was torn. I'm glad Emily's in that one. She's thrilled. She's loving it. She's telling me each day. Yeah. But I was on Amy's because that's my side. So I went on
Amy's. And that's great. But you have a bunch of coaches in that, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to like fuel their fire.
It's not even that they don't have the fuel. I've got a nice group of people that have the fuel. I just want a simple step for them, instead of so much. I just want it simple. And that's what I'm trying to figure out right now, so that I can have a system that's successful, that's simpler. There's a lot of info,
so don't bring it all to the coach group. That's why Boom Fam is for Boom Fam, and the coach group is I think, to keep it more simple, because when coaches are new, it's when you give them too much information, it's confusing, and they have so much, they don't know where to start, so they don't do anything.
Right. Too many.
It's like, don't bring everything back, and you know what I mean? That's part of, I think, the filter that needs to be in a coach group.
Right.
They get scared, I think.
Right.
Does anyone else have anything that they took away from the call?
Not from the call, but I wanted to add something. I think it was Marie. I'm new to this call, so I'm not sure if it was Marie, the girl in the camo shirt. So so you might be in a slump right now, but I want you to know that you are making a difference, because just a couple of weeks ago, I watched an old video. I think it was a video that Pat ran, and you were new, I think, at the time, and you were talking about how unhappy you were in your job and how this was going to change your life. And that really resonated with me and really motivated me. No, I'm not unhappy in my full-time job, but I am very happy when I'm doing Beachbody stuff. So although I can't relate 100%, I wanted to know that you really did make a difference just by being honest and being yourself. So keep up what you're doing.
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. I do hate my job.
You'll get there. Just keep doing what you're doing. You are, I can tell by that first video I saw you on, you are going the right direction. So.
Annie?
That was nice. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh wait, you're recording this. Never mind. I can't say what I was gonna say. Never mind, sorry.
Oh, okay. Anyone else have anything? I had something that I thought.
Oh,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. When there's silence, I'm like,
You said this already, Andrea, but the one thing that he talked about at the very end was, struggle is less painful than regrets. And that's huge because you're going to be struggling with business. I've been in and out of this business for several years, and I'm going to tell you at the end of the day, the struggle is definitely less painful than the regrets. You got to stay in this business. The other thing, that really resonated with me. And don't tell yourself you're going to quit. I love that one too. I mean, you just can't get in your brain. And I know everybody has that. It's just normal. You have a bad day. You have like Marie was saying, how many times have you gone and you heard crickets or nobody's responding to you? And you're like, what is going on here? People aren't responding. But, you got to understand that's normal. I mean, literally 1% of the people are going to be responding to you. And those are the people who get it. I mean, they get it. Those are the people who are entrepreneurs. They understand network marketing. It's in their brain, and they're it's deep set. They just get the whole concept and how rewarding it can be and how you can leave a legacy to people. Change forward or withdraw, live your life with passion. I mean, I love that comment he made. I mean, he's just a great speaker. I mean, I just love listening to him. And at the very end, the one that really got me was, are you excited with life? How about you? I mean, are you excited with life? I mean, I'm excited with life, and this business, even though sometimes I have, a lot of times I have like, God, why is this person doing this? Or why is that person not responding to me? At the end of the day, that's normal. These people aren't excited like we are. So, that's my take. Anyways.
that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, when I jump out of bed, like that's the first thing I think about. I mean, obviously my husband and my family, but but I'm like, get your ass out of bed. Like you got stuff to do. So I'm like excited. Like Chuck's like, it's like 5:45 a.m. Like you're a psycho. And I'm like, I got to get up. Like I got stuff to do. So, I mean, for me, the past 2 months have been sort of up and down, and I've just been focusing on personal development. Because I think that's really where it starts is like if you're going to be that leader that you want other people to be excited, you have to be excited yourself every single morning. So it's like filling, like he said, when you have to fill your cup every morning. I'm filling it with whatever E&E or whatever the new one is. I'm up every morning at 5:45. Like they're texting me. But
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
so. Anyways, anyone else? Don't be shy. I took lots of notes. All right, if no one's gonna go, I'm gonna say something, and you guys can say if you relate to this. So, I liked how he said like get on the field and in the game instead of the sidelines. There's like 3 different points, I think, in this business. Like there's A, when you sign up, and then there's B, when you like decide to go all in. And then sometimes it's C, when you hit diamond. And some people think that like when you hit diamond, you're a leader and you don't have to do anything. And that's really when your business starts, in my opinion. Yeah, it's great that you said you're a diamond and you get that shout out and recognition, but that's when you are halfway up the escalator, I think. You still have like a while to go, and that's when you're really starting to build your team, and you got to keep going because it's so easy, we all know, to drop out of diamond. So, like he said in this thing, he said you either go or you go backwards. And that's one of the things that struggles for me is to watch people like get there and then they're like, oh, well, I'm just going to take a break and I'm going to back off for like a month. And that's kind of like a ripple effect going backwards, when if they just went forward, they could move their business forward like so much better. So some of my coaches told me that I need to use more tough love because I'm sort of like a mother and nurturing. And so I told them, like, get in the game. Like, what are you doing? And some of them really, they were like, I know, like, what am I doing? So you just have to ask yourself that, am I going backwards? Am I standing still, or am I moving forward?
Can I share something that has nothing to do with the call, but something I wanted to share with everybody on the call?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I think Amy Reelman saw this, and maybe a few other people, but I'm in this Push to Elite group that corporate set up. And one of the girls that's doing Dash to Diamond with us, Carolyn Monroe, or Marone, she is doing something with her team called an October Bubble Popping Contest. So what this is a go for no. So basically, she's having this sheet, and I can post all the like documents and stuff for you guys in the Diamond group, but it's basically 100 bubbles, and every time one of your coaches, they have their own sheet, invite someone to a challenge group or to the coaching opportunity, they write their name on the bubble, and that's one of their bubbles popped. And then if the person says yes or no, they can cross them out and just kind of write like, yes, signed up as a coach, no, check back, next month or whatever. First person to get 100 bubbles wins. Like, I'm going to do a prize or something. But they also have to get first place, they have to pop 100 bubbles first and hit Success Club 10. And if they're going for 100 no's, they should be hitting Success Club 10. So I just wanted to share that with everybody. But Amy said she already posted it in the Diamond group. I don't remember if I saw it. But I just thought that was a really cool contest that I just posted in my team about. So I just wanted to tell everybody.
Are you going to get those actual things that you pop the bubbles?
No, they just write their name here, right? You're gonna pop
Fun.
bubbles?
You know those things like in a box and they pop the bubbles?
Maybe I'll take a video of myself being like, pop, 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 Success Club 20. No, just kidding.
So every time they hear a no, they pop one of the bubbles.
Yeah. So it's basically just like, well, no, they fill it in for everyone they talk to. That's what Carolyn said, because I was confused.
Separated and everything.
What? Oh, so I thought someone was talking. So yeah, everyone they invite is a bubble. Invite to a challenge group, not a free group. Invite to a challenge group and invite to a coaching opportunity, like to listen to a webinar or join a sneak peek or get on a group thread or whatever.
Michelle, how did you get in that group?
I got invited by corporate. It depends on Elite Points, I think. It's Northeast. You're in the South. You're in Southeast. They separated the East region a few months ago. So this is just the Northeast region that they made an Elite group for.
Awesome.
But I added April, even though she's in one of the Carolinas, and they approved it. So because she wanted to be in it. But that's all I wanted to say.
Do you have prizes and?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'll probably do like gift cards to somewhere, something fun. Like I usually do a personal development book. And while I think that's good for their business, it's not the funnest thing for most people. So maybe I'll do a gift card to like Target, like a $25 gift card to Target or something like that.
Good idea.
How about some Derm exclusive or Derm, what do you call it? Exclusive product.
Yeah.
Or
I was thinking about doing like first prize, doing like wear and share shirt of their choice from the Coach Online office or something.
Has anybody tried the Derm exclusive products? Like
No.
have you actually even tried the I really think all the Diamonds should really order the kit and really try it, because the makeup remover, like the cleanse at night, is amazing. It really is amazing.
I love it.
I like night cream, so I'll try that for sure.
Yeah, and then there's night creams, and then there's so you do it in the day and you do it at night, and then there's like 3 other creams you put on, and then there's one for under the eyes. And Terry's been doing it. She loves it.
I love
And
it.
I have super sensitive skin, and I have Pat gets the what do you call it, the cleanse, Terry? Like, we couldn't even put any product on our skin. Like, I never could use soap. I couldn't use anything to wash my face except for water. And it's amazing. And Pat uses it every night too. So I really think the Diamond should start, try
That would make sense, because then my skincare would be a write-off. So
Yeah.
that would be
But
better.
but just think about all the girls that use skincare products, that if you actually tried them and liked them and start sharing them, it's all about volume. And I mean, why not use our products?
Yeah, that's what that Connecticut guy, Babacito, the Connecticut, they all do. That's what they do. They all purchase, they all do a 3-day refresh together. They do the products so that the entire team benefits for these team volume. We should just do that. We talked about that, Beth. That should just go into the team group and everybody should do it together.
Yeah, like the diamonds, we can be the leaders of this. Like, I don't know if you'd like to do it, but once a month, beginning of the month, we could do a 3-day refresh. Everybody does it. Try to get your whole team to do it. You can see your volume explode.
Let's do Facebook.
Everyone gets the Derm exclusive.
I could
really
use a 3-day
tries it.
refresh once a month.
Excuse me?
I said I could use a 3-day refresh once a month.
Well, who can? Who can? You know? I mean, we need to start our month. I think that we should do it at the beginning of every month. If the Diamonds got on board with their teams and everybody did a 3-day refresh, that's just an extra product, which, you know, it's not just we're pushing product, we're using it successful besides our Shakeology. Then all the girls, everybody should try Derm Exclusive. It is amazing. And you would start sharing it with everyone and this is a girl's business. I mean, that's all the men say. I mean, I
Hey,
can't.
Wait a minute.
No, Marie, have you tried Derm Exclusive, Marie?
No, not yet, but I'm really excited about it if I don't have to do the refresh. It's really
No,
hard.
you have to do the resets. The resets to cleanse ourselves,
Yeah.
to get rid of our crap for the month. You know, everybody needs to do that. But Derm Exclusive is awesome.
The reset would be perfect for the first Monday after Halloween, and then again the first Monday after Thanksgiving.
You mean the
Or the
reset
first Monday
or
of
the
the
refresh?
The 3-day refresh.
I'm doing the ultimate reset 11. I can't talk. November 2nd. If anyone wants to be tortured with me.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a tough one, but I don't know if I can do that again because I did that for 21 days. I mean, it was
I don't
hell,
want to do it, but I need it. Ugh.
But I think if we could jumpstart everybody the first Monday of every month,
Brilliant idea.
you know, and
Mom,
get
set
everybody
up
to
the
do it, I
challenge
think
group.
it would be like crazy.
Hey, at the end,
It would be
No, it's not a challenge group. It's not a challenge group. It's everybody, all our coaches
On the
just
team.
doing it.
but it would be a
Team
challenge
home.
group for the team.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we set it up for the team.
Yeah.
The first Monday of the month, set up a 3-day. Everybody would know when they need to order and be ready for the first Monday of the month.
Every month. It's kind of like Coach Basics starts the first Monday of the month and everybody does a 3-day refresh. That's just the way it is. You don't need a challenge group. You just do it.
anybody that wants to do
Everybody.
it jumps in.
No, everybody buys product and just does it along with Coach Basics the first Monday of the month.
It works. So
Everybody needs to do Derm Exclusive at least once just to know the Diamonds need to take the lead. Volume is driven by product.
and they're good products. It's not like it,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, you all use skincare. What do
I lost 5 pounds with the 3-day refresh. I lost 15 pounds, probably too much for the reset. But my friend lost 20 pounds with the refresh, and he dropped his cholesterol by 65. He went from 225 down to 145. And another friend of mine went from 220 down to 165, and he lost 18 pounds. So, I mean, these products work. I mean,
Okay. So, Michelle, what do you use for skincare?
I have some stuff called Number 7. It's a night cream that Lindsay Matway recommended from Target. And I don't know. I use some other day creams that I got off Amazon. But I'm going to order Derm Exclusive.
All right. If we don't do anything on this call, but everybody ordered exclusive. Terry orders it. My sister Janice uses it now. Pat uses it. Andrea uses it.
Wait, Beth. Beth.
Yes.
It's
Who's
Caroline.
talking to me?
It's Caroline.
Caroline.
right.
Hello.
So you have to sell me on this. I don't wear makeup ever. So why should
This is not makeup. This
I know.
is.
Caroline, I don't wear makeup ever either.
It's not makeup. It's to
I know.
cleanse. There's dirt on your face from just walking around the city.
Put your cheek up to the face.
Fine. This is Passion. This is
Get some dirt on there.
that you're talking about.
So I should get it to just make my skin better.
Oh yeah, you should clean the crap. I mean, just think what's in the air every day.
Got it,
That's why we do.
Caroline, I
That's
know
why
you're
we-
young right now, but you're going to get older someday and you're going to want to be using some kind of anti-aging skincare.
To start using.
Okay.
Yes, start
age-
using it while you're young.
What did Carl Deichler say? When you're 30 years old, you start, you stop producing the collagen, and it kind of stimulates your skin underneath. Trip, do you use
That's
any
depressing.
sort of skin makeup?
I'm not in this conversation.
Why not? Pat uses it. Now he cleans his face with it.
All
But
right,
I'm
I'm
just
not here to defend himself, Mom. Don't tell
Every-
people that he cleans his
It's
face.
8:02. It's
well,
8:02.
whatever.
The team calls on Annie.
I know. I'm just
Sorry.
waiting for,
all right, sorry, Beth, you have
Mom's on a roll.
I'm
here.
not done with my passion yet about dermic.
Well aware. If anyone wants Beth Reelman's number so she can text you.
No, I just think we all should use it, no matter
Beth, I'm
what.
gonna order it tonight. So.
All right. See,
I will say I just turned 30 and I am
It's-
noticing wrinkles.
Yeah.
I should have started it
I'm a little
earlier.
nervous. I'm gonna
Lauren, come on, Lauren, thumbs up.
be, I'm gonna be 30 in like 2 months, and so now you're making me worried. I need to put like cream on.
You guys are like huge.
I thought you were
30.
my age.
Oh,
You're almost 30?
Jacob's going on with it.
Almost 30.
Oh yeah, I'm buying it.
Yeah, all right. Everyone needs to buy it, but the cleanse is for our environment. Is right, Terry? You help me out with this. Stuff crap gets on your skin. I mean, it's just the daily. You just clean it off with the cleanse at night and in the morning. Put a little moisturizer on it for your skin, and then you do lose the collagen at 30, and people are approaching that age, and it like stimulates underneath the cells. Terry, help me. And just try it.
No smiling and nodding. All right.
Jake,
All right.
We got it.
Okay, we're starting, Mom.
Okay.
Jason is going to get it. If Jason gets it, I'm getting it.
Send out your reminders, everybody. You guys are funny. All right. You guys just hopped on. You can mute yourselves. Hey, everybody. So my name is Andrea Wallace. If you guys don't know me, I am one of Pat's sisters, and I'm going to be helped run this call with Trip today. I'm going to start out with some recognition. All right, so I'm going to start out with those who have already hit Success Club 5 already. So Success Club 5 is basically helping at least 3 people with a challenge pack for the month. So we have Morgan Brickenbury, Shannon Gallery, Megan Smiley, Peter Reelman, way to go, Dad, Edward Christofoni, and Trip Knowles. Good job, guys. So we are, what day is it, the 6th? So that's pretty awesome that you guys have already helped at least 3 people with a challenge pack this month. Now I'm going to go over the top team volume, which is basically what your personal volume is, the things that you purchased, and what your customers have purchased through you. So we have, with 300, we have Liliana Biero, Brittany Hall, Melissa Virgil, Rosa Clark, Amy Morgan. Over 400, we have Nicoletta Stilowitz, Patrick Reelman, Jakin Husenfeld, Ashley Feldstein, Terry Bachlet, Candace Brune. And over 500, we have Kim Kenny, Dr. Michael Zantibardi, Shelly Frank, Kelly Marks, Carrie Martabano, Chris Bachlet. Over 700 volume points, we have Cami DeCiccio. Over 800, we have Alyssa Sardelli. And with almost 1,000 Volume Points, we have Melinda Hall. That is pretty awesome. So that was the last week in September. So great job, guys. Trip, you can unmute yourself if you want.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay. All right, so Trip and I are going to talk a little bit about if you guys missed the National Wake Up Call, which was on Monday with Carl Deichler. He basically went over what it means to plant seeds. So basically, like the next 90 days, we're going to give you an idea of what you guys should be doing now for the October, November, December to not only just finish this year strong so that you're, setting yourself up for success come 2016. So for you guys if you're a new coach, a lot with this business has to do with planting seeds. So, inviting, posting on social media, kind of sharing what you're doing with your own transformations and your own product. And things that you're doing now over the next 90 days are really what's going to help you set up success to build those relationships. And a lot of people are coming off of the summer. There's not necessarily thinking about weight loss and getting back in shape and, all of that. But they are still following you. And right now, better than any time ever in this entire business, like this is the most crucial 90 days of this entire business because you are planting seeds and setting people up for success come when they are thinking about, losing the holiday weight and getting back in shape come November and December. And we all know that when January hits, they're looking for a solution. And the first person that's going to pop in their head is you, if you guys are setting the stage right now for success. So we're going to give you some ideas of things that you can do to plant seeds October, November, and December so you're setting yourself up for success. So I'm going to share my screen. And then we're going to have some of the diamonds also share some of the things that they are also doing. All right, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so if you guys have not read the book, The Slight Edge, this is something that completely changed my entire business. I know it changed a lot of coaches on Team Boom's entire business. The Slight Edge is basically about doing the little things every single day that doesn't seem like it's going to move your business forward, but it is. So simple little disciplined things that are so easy to do and also really easy not to do. If you do those on a daily basis, you're going to set yourself up for success come January. So basically those little things are just showing up. This is pretty much like the number one thing. People are watching you on your social media. Maybe you're talking to your friends and family about these things, but if you're showing up on a consistent basis, which is number 2, be consistent, people are watching you. Number 3, have a good attitude. So if you're being positive and you're sharing your struggles, but you're also sharing different ways that you can be positive about, that like September I gained weight, but I'm like, you know what, like I'm going to start now before the holiday hits so that I can, go into the holiday season, maybe like on track rather than being 10 pounds heavier. Be committed for the long period for this push to the end of the year. Have faith. So that goes back to just personal development, believing that you can do this business, talking to your accountability partner, simple things like that. Let's see. All right, so these are just some ideas for October goals and planting seeds. So you want to grab one person who's going to keep you accountable to your goals, emotionally, physically, and financially. So what we call this is a success partner. And if you guys are in the Dash to Diamond group, which just started on Monday, one of the things that we talked about on was finding somebody that has similar goals to you in this business. So it could be somebody that's on your team. It could be somebody that has nothing to do with you, with your coaching business, but you just really relate and you guys have the same goals. you want to get each other's numbers, and you just want to maybe text each other, share each other your goals, and you guys are going to help push each other for the next, So so when Carl was talking about every day helping 3 people, so if you help 3 people, and he provided this PDF of like basically helping 3 people a day, or just putting it out there like that you're, presenting the coaching opportunity to them, you're going to set yourself up with over 250 leads come January. So that's 250 leads more than you have right now that are going to be watching you, that are going to be possibly in your challenge group, that are going to be seeing your post for the next 3 months. And those are most likely the people that will come join you come January. So this is somebody that posted on my wall. I just basically said that I had a really rough August and September, and since after Labor Day for the past 3 weeks, I've been, focusing on getting back in shape and, not gaining the holiday, trying to not gain weight before the holiday hits. And she said, no joke, I was about to cave and order lunch from Applebee's, but then saw this in my newsfeed. Thanks for the kick in the butt and extra encouragement. So people are they're watching you, they're seeing what you're doing, so you should be sharing about that. So these are just some ideas that you can start to do right now on your wall. Promoting getting ahead of the holidays, going into the holidays in shape. 12 weeks, 12 pounds. So this is something that Carl talked about on the call on Monday, that we basically have 12 weeks until the holidays hit. So this is huge for your challengers, because we all know that not everybody's going to lose 10 pounds in 3 weeks. It's going to take more time for other people. And again, the 21-day fix is more of a mindset and a solution long-term that we want our customers to grasp. So having the realistic notion that in 12 weeks, you could be 12 pounds, thinner, or, you can be where you want to be in the next 12 weeks. A lot of us talked about doing the 3-day refresh after the holiday, after Halloween, which is a awesome time to do it, because that's, a great weekend coming off of the holiday candy and all that. These are just some things that you can do on a daily basis that is going to help you move your business forward. So this is a list that I grabbed off of my sisters, and it's also in the Team Boom and probably in your coach groups. But I like to have something like in front of me. I have a planner, and if I know that I'm just doing these vital skills, every single day, then I'm going to move my business forward. So working out, drinking your Shakeology, building relationships. It could be even something so small as, I know, like I will message people happy birthday on their walls. And I've even gone into, messaging them privately and saying, happy birthday, I hope you have a great day. And it starts to build that relationship that has nothing to do with Beachbody whatsoever, but just knowing, that you're there, and they might land on your page and see something that interests them. Training groups. You can message people that like your photos. These are just some other ideas. And I will post this also in the coach group. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the October marketing plan. And this is just something that, I do personally. It's not something that you necessarily have to do. It's just something that I show my team and just say, like, this is kind of what I'm doing and focusing on for this month and for next month. So for this Monday, we started our training group. So, we have our Coach Basics, we have our Dash to Diamond group. You might be in a different training, but that started the first week. Next week, I have a 21-day fix challenge group. I have a Fit Before the Feast challenge starting the 20th. A 5-day sneak peek, which is basically just introducing what the coaching is about. And then some other ideas is, you could even do like a 5-day free group where, they drink water for 5 days, and we have scripts for those. I just created one about Super Bowl Sunday recipes that I'm going to keep open till the end of Super Bowl. And it's basically just anyone can join it. It's a free group. And I'm, inviting people that want to share healthy recipes for come Sunday, because that's something that interests me. Marie Sardelli just started a mom's group. So these are things that aren't related to beach body necessarily, but you're starting to build a relationship with people and, you know, starting on different hobbies that you have. I already have my November sort of planned out. And if you're planning with an intention and you know like what you're going to be hosting on a certain week, or this is something that I will be hosting a 3-week challenge on the 10th, and my new coaches can join that with me. Then you know sort of what to post instead of just randomly posting all over the place. So this is sort of what my November will look like. It's exactly the same as my October, and my December will probably look the same, and January. And believe it or not, like people will pick up on sort of the flow of what you're posting and when things are happening, and so does your team. The last thing I want you guys to leave with is that, you know, what you do every day matters. It's more than what you do every once in a while. So we all know that invites can be sort of boring, you know, and following up and things like that. But if you're doing it every single day, just 20 minutes a day, and it's going to compound over time. Like Carl said, if you do 3 people a day, that's 250 new contacts and people to talk to come the new January. And that's basically it. All right, so next I'm gonna have Trip sort of share some of his ideas that he has for October, and then I'm gonna have some of the Diamonds share some of their ideas.
Cool. Well, I kind of just want to like piggyback off what you were talking about, and a lot of today's call is pretty much based on the wake up call from Monday with Carl. So if you haven't listened to that call, make sure you get on that call. You should be listening to all of them, but especially the ones where Carl's the main speaker. If they don't get you fired up, there's something wrong with you. But that was an awesome call, and it kind of makes everything make sense. The whole planting seeds theme for the next 90 days. You got to understand that there's kind of a hump with this business, and it's like a kind of a 2 to 6 months hump, and it doesn't matter what time of year it is. If you're a new coach, or if you're a coach that took a break for a while and now you're getting back into it, but there's that hump where you have to do those invites every day, and you have to let those invites build, and that, you know, these next 90 days in January, those are going to be the people who are your January, February, March challengers, the people you're talking to now. And I think a lot of new coaches or coaches are just getting back into it. They start going up that hump, and then they give up because they say everybody's saying no, or, you know, people aren't interested. But I mean, like we keep saying, it's planting seeds. You have to plant those seeds, but the only way for those seeds to grow is you have to, you know, water them and give them light. And the way you do that is by showing your journey and being consistent with that. So you can plant, you know, all these seeds, but if you're not showing your journey and staying consistent, then those seeds are going to dry up, and you're going to have to plant seeds again, and you're going to go through that cycle over and over. So don't do that to yourself. Keep climbing that hump, keep planting the seeds, but be consistent with sharing your story every day, however you decide to do that. And it's especially important these next 90 days because with the holidays, you have an opportunity to be an example for these people. So the holidays is always in that time of year where everybody kind of gives up on their fitness, so they say, it's just the way it is, I'm going to eat like a pig. And I know I did it every year, and I hated myself at the end of the holidays, and I always said, why did I do that to myself? And then you kind of feel like you have to start all over, and then anything you did, you know, throughout the rest of the year, you kind of lose it at that holiday time. But if you're sharing your story and people are seeing that you're staying on your journey, that you're doing your program through the holidays, yeah, we're going to have our cheat meals, we're going to enjoy our Thanksgiving or whatever meals you have, but stay consistent with your journey, and you're going to stand out from a lot of people. And so those seeds that you planted, you know, those are those people that in January, when everybody's making their New Year's resolution, they're going to be thinking about you. And now you have 250 people, if you just do 3 a day, 250 people to talk to in January. And then you go into February and you start having a lot of those people who joined the gym in January and it only lasted 3 or 4 weeks, and now they're over the gym thing, and now that they're ready to talk to you. Or, you know, you get into February and March and you start having taxes, and there's just, you know, like from January through the whole first half of the year, it's just amazing months in this business, but you have to set yourself up for them. So you got to plant those seeds every day, But almost more important than planting the seeds is kind of cultivating them and making sure that they're going to sprout. And the only way, you know, you can do that is by being consistent yourself, because they're going to be watching you. Whether, you know, they may not like your posts, they may not comment on your posts, but they're watching you. So it's really important. So as you're planting those seeds and getting those no's, you know, kind of get those no's with a smile on your face and know, all right, well, they said no, but that's my next January challenger. You know, look at it that way. Don't look at it as everybody's saying no, because you never really give yourself a fair chance at this business if you do that, because it's easy to let, you know, a few of those no's get to you, and then you kind of, all right, this isn't for me, or, you know, you take a break and then you want to get back into it. Let that build. Get over that hump. Let that, you know, 2 to 3 months of work, you know, that you put in, those seeds, let them sprout. And then it starts paying off. And, you know, it's kind of like the escalator where Pat talks about in a different sense. But, you know, in 2 or 3 months, 6 months, those people are catching up, and you know, it's easier to get to the top of the escalator and start moving a lot quicker. That's when things really start happening. But you have to be consistent through those 90 days. So one thing that we've been talking about in the Dash to Diamond group was accountability partners, like Annie was saying. You know, find other people to do this with. Find other people that share, like, I think it's great to have an accountability partner that has the same goals as you have a year from now. That's a great partner to have, because that's somebody that's, you know, going to keep you motivated. You can feed off each other, you can push each other, but you can also have other types of accountability partners. So, like, I kind of have people that I run challenge groups with, and we've kind of perfected our 21-day challenge group by working together. And then, you know, we have newer coaches helping us co-lead. But, you know, you can have somebody with that. You can have an accountability partner that just for invites, you know, somebody you just check in with every day. How many invites did you do? Did you plant your 3 seeds today? Maybe you guys bump it up to 5 seeds or 10 seeds a day and really, you know, set yourself up for an amazing next year. But, you know, you can have different types of accountability partners. Don't feel like you have to have one person and you guys have to totally mesh and be BFFs forever or whatever, you know. Find people that share similar values with you and similar vision with you in different areas, and reach out to them. I mean, plugging into this team will do amazing things for you, and that's a great way to plug into the team and find accountability partners. So let's see, sharing your story, I touched on that. That's really the biggest thing, is being consistent. You know, you can do these 3 invites every day, but you got to share your story. Figure out a way to share your story and be consistent, because as soon as you stop, like I said, those seeds dried up and you're starting from scratch again. That's really what I want to talk about. I mean, focus on the vital behaviors. I don't want to make it sound like the next 90 days you're not going to have any challengers. You're not going to have anybody interested in fitness, because you are. There's still going to be those coaches out there that are hitting their goals and reaching 5 people, 10 people a month, whatever their goal is. They're still doing it. So, you know, those people are out there. There's always people that need and want our help. So, you know, make sure you're doing the vital behaviors every day. But focus, you know, focus the next 90 days and really plant those seeds, you know, harvest them or cultivate them. And then come January, you know, it'll be time to harvest your seeds. And they're going to be coming to you first, because we all know you could probably name 5 other coaches, even if you weren't in this business, on Instagram or Facebook. I mean, they could go to other people, but you're the one who reached out to them. You're the one who maybe followed up with them 2 or 3 times in between now and January, and you're the one that they saw being consistent, and you stood out from everybody else through the holiday season. So take advantage of that, because I started this business about a year ago with P90, my first program, and I took a lot of crap from my family and friends for committing to a 90-day program during the holidays, and they all made fun of me and laughed and said, "Why would you do that during the holidays? Don't you know what the holidays are all about?" And I think it was a big advantage for me come the new year when I had my results, and more importantly, I showed my story the whole time. You know, I still had my meals with everybody else and things, but the next day I got back into my workout. I was eating healthy. I was doing what I needed to do. And it really gave me a huge advantage in January, because, you know, all those people that kind of laughed at me and stuff, they're like, "I can't believe you did that through the holidays. If you can do it through the holidays, I can do it for my New Year's resolution." And it really set me up to start my business strong at the beginning of this year. So take advantage of these next 90 days, plant the seeds, build up those leads, and be consistent.
That's awesome. And another thing that I forgot to mention was which Trip actually just won $250, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you are doing their new big program that's coming out is Hammer and Chisel, and it's coming out, I think, the middle of December. And before, they used to only give elite coaches the opportunity to do the programs and have like a sneak peek of them. But this is the first time that we've all had an opportunity to have those sneak peeks, and they're in your club membership. So if you guys don't have the on demand, which you have to be a club member to have it, and if you don't have on demand, I haven't used the DVD in 7 months. I only use on demand, but there's 2 sneak peeks in there, and I've seen Trip post about it. There's doing the workouts. I've seen a bunch of other coaches post about it. And that's also another way to plant the seed of this new program that's coming out with Autumn, which is the creator of the 21 Day Fix. And so many people love her, meal plan with the 21 Day Fix. The Hammer and Chisel comes with that exact meal plan, but this is a program that I'm even excited to do with my husband or your spouse, or because it has both, what's how do you say his name? Seagal and Autumn. So if you guys if you have the club, go into your on demand, do that workout tomorrow, share about it. It's more of a weightlifting program, which I'm really excited about. So that's something to get excited to start sharing, once in a while before December comes. And right now, this month, like Trip was talking about, this month of October is a great way to make that Success Club 5, because the 21 Day Fix challenge pack is one of the best challenge packs, and it's $140 this month, and it's not discounted. So make sure that you're sharing about that, you're posting about it, and you're kind of harvesting those seeds, like he said. So I'm going to open it up to other diamonds that have things in their own coach groups that they're sort of doing with their team to kick off October and November. So you guys want to unmute yourself like one at a time, maybe share like 1 or 2 things that you guys are doing?
I can share what we're doing.
Cool.
Hey guys. So a couple of the groups that we're doing, and I have my own coach group. So we're doing Carrie Steelman. She's doing Fit Zober for zombies for October. Like, get it, Fit Zober. And they have 3 different groups that they've split all their challengers into. You can do like a run, walk, 100 miles, just a walk, or different things they have going on. And then you also have to post a photo challenge of your best zombie face. So like you just do like a zombie face, like a scary thing, and post photos. So that's really cool. We also have a 100-mile run for our runners, my coaches, and then all of their challengers. One of our coaches, Carrie, I can't think of her name, Katie, she's doing that. And then we have a Slim Down for the Holidays challenge. And then an unrelated group that we have is the mom group that we're running for October, which is great because I've added, and Andrea has added some of her coaches, and then they start adding, some of her customers. And then what they do is then they'll add some of their girlfriends. And Andrea and I, how we keep it separate is if I'm not mutual friends with them, but Andrea is, then she just then friends her friends' friends. So we're getting more exposure, like you guys have been talking about, for those 90 days. We're starting to get more exposure, getting more people, pulling them over to our Facebook page so that they can see what we're doing as coaches, and they can start following our journey. So those are some of the things that we've put into place, and I can tell you definitely need to do that, because within 2 weeks, I have increased probably about 40 new friends in my Facebook page, and my PV so far this week is like 460, and the past month it's been around like 50 a week. So that's definitely something that you might want to try, and you can message me if you need some help with that.
Thanks, Marie.
That's what
Marie and I just basically made a private group on Facebook that's for moms, and it's like just basically anything goes, like about our kids or healthy recipes. And we're not necessarily posting about our challenges in there. We're just, you know, talking about like everyday life, and it's just a way for you to build relationships with your customers in like a different way. So thanks. Anyone else want to share?
Annie, I can go.
Cool.
I mean, it's just kind of repeating what you and Chip said, but I'm really telling my coaches and myself to stay extremely consistent. I know a lot of people here work full-time jobs, and in addition to Beachbody, and trust me, I get home at night and I don't want to do invites or follow-ups, but this is especially, like, it's always important, but this is the time where if you're really consistent, and you do it every day, don't say like, oh, I'll just skip it today and do it tomorrow. If you really stay consistent and you do it every day, it will pay off in January. And as Trip and Annie, I want to Patrick, Trip and Annie were saying, definitely prove the product. Last year, about this time, I started posting my videos every day, and I saw a huge jump. I've made Success Club 10 every month since for 12 months now. And before then, I was never posting any videos or any sweaty selfies or really anything to show people that I was doing the products, and no wonder I wasn't hitting Success Club, because they want to see that you're doing it. So I really stressed to continuing to post, especially during the holidays, because as everyone was saying, come January 1, people are going to be like, who have I been seeing on my news feed every single day doing these programs? So I'm trying personally to really stick to the programs best I can through the holidays, as Trip said, to post really good results so people want to join with me.
Cool. Thank you. That's awesome. Some people were just asking in the chat, you know, what do you guys post on a daily basis? So this is what I personally do, and you can change it up, but I know a lot of the other coaches might do this too. Usually on Sundays and Mondays, I post about the coaching opportunity. And the reason for that is a lot of people are thinking about, like, you know, going back to work, or, you know, you're on a Sunday or Monday is probably the best time to post about that. And again, if you're hosting like a 5-day sneak peek, or your upline is, when you're posting, you have like a call to action at the end, which is, you know, message me for more information, or I have a 5-day sneak peek and you can, you know, join for no obligation. So ask your upline if you don't have a 5-day sneak peek when they're hosting one, and then that gives you something to actually post about with action. On Tuesdays, I usually do like a transformation post about somebody within our Team Boom, because again, we want to make sure that our customers know that it's our challenge groups that people are getting results about. So I will actually just ask like other coaches for transformations, or I ask my aunt, you know, on Monday, like, hey, I want to give you a shout out. Do you have a before and after photos that I can use about you, with you? You can give yourself, you know, a shout out. So usually on Tuesdays I do that. Wednesdays, usually I'll do like a healthy eating, or like my freemium group that I have. I have a free fitness group. Now I have a free moms group. Usually on like Fridays and Saturdays, I don't really post much about the coaching opportunity. But if you are afraid to post about the coaching opportunity, you don't necessarily have to have like a big post about it. You can just sort of share about it in your everyday life. Like I got stuck today at, I was getting my car detailed, and I was stuck there for 5 hours. And I just said, like, I'm at a gas station and I'm working my business. So, cause I can do my business and work from wherever. So that's just like a way that I was in an awkward situation that I was sharing about, like, why I love my job, because I'm stuck here and it gives me something to do, and I can do it from my phone. So you can even share about like emotionally how it's helped you, how you've, you know, been in the challenge groups and they're helping you like emotionally, physically. I've had some girls that have been able to maybe just pay their car payment, and they'll say, you know, this month I've been able to pay my car payment thanks to Beachbody. So you don't have to, you know, you can share it in your everyday life of things that is going on with you. So, but I also have like and I know Amy does, of like specifically things that she posts on a daily basis. On social media, I usually now just post like once a day, and I usually will post in the morning and then at night. And that's usually when most people are on social media, is at night, is in the morning, before 9, and then after 8 o'clock at night. And then for moms, or people like, or people like working people, they might take a break at noon, and then around like 3 o'clock is a good time to post too. So hopefully that was helpful.
Can I just add to the, to share your story every day, kind of like what Caroline was talking about. And I learned it from her is, we post a quick 15-second video of ourselves working out every day. So we kind of just set up our phone, record it. When you're all tired, sitting down at the end of your workout, once you get good at like pick, play, post or whatever app you use, you can edit it really quick to make, the short 15-second video. But I want to say that I have a lot of coaches who tell me I don't want to make videos of myself working out, or I'm not comfortable putting that out there. And so you don't have to make those videos to be a successful coach or to do well with this, but you do have to find a way to share your story and to share your own fitness journey wherever you are on that, and show people that you're being consistent. So actually, I was on a call earlier with one of my coaches, Sarah Anderson, and we were talking about, instead of, she doesn't want to show herself working out, which, like I said, I get from a ton of coaches. But instead of that, what if you did at the end of your workout, instead of doing the sweaty selfie or the Shakeology cup, like I think we all do, stand out a little bit and do a quick 15-second little video diary maybe, and just say, just did this workout, and, now I'm going to go home and I'm going to make this meal, from Fixate or whatever. And just real quick 15 seconds, and you check in every day. It helps you build a following. It helps show your story, show that you're consistent. But almost more importantly is it helps you stay accountable with your own workout, because just like this business with our workouts, we have to treat them exactly the same. If you're serious about your workout and losing weight or hitting your goals, then you're going to do it every day. You're not going to skip a day because you know how important it is. So it's the same thing with your business. So treat your business just like your workout, and vice versa. And then, find a unique way to kind of stand out and share how you're going along with your fitness journey and your Beachbody program.
All right, I'm jumping in real quick here before I
Go for it.
run out of time.
You're a little.
Planting seeds is huge. I've got like 1,200 customers. I'm stuck. Can you hear me?
I can hear
I'm gonna
you.
hit my ACEO. The automatic CEO just got me 2 challenges. Can you put your thumbs up if you can hear me? Can't hear me. All right, I'm going to introduce. Why don't you do it, Beth? I can. It's what up?
We wanted to introduce Crystal, Melissa Virgil's coach, Pete's coach, Melissa's coach, Crystal, that is a success starter, and she actually had a great analogy with planting seeds.
Hi, everyone.
Crystal,
Can you guys hear me?
she hear us?
Yeah,
Are you
I
on?
can hear you.
So hi, Crystal. I actually come from a farm family, so I understand the whole planting seeds, cultivating, and then harvesting, like your or like the things that you like work so hard to benefit from. So I was just gonna kind of tell you a little bit about my story. I was actually talking to my dad the other day, and he was mentioning how lucky we've been this year with like crops and the cattle prices. Wow, I'm really nervous. Sorry, guys. So he was saying that we really lucked out, and was great that it worked out in our favor. But like, every year we invest in cattle and we plant our crops, and every year we water, we fertilize, we just work, as much as we can, as hard as we can, to actually benefit in the fall with harvest. And it's just really, really, important that we stay consistent and do our work and do it to the best of our ability. Because if we skimp on, something along the way, water or fertilizer, our plants, they're not going to be what we want them to be in the fall, So I guess in as easy terms as I can put it, that's just kind of my view.
That's awesome. So you were a Success Club starter, which means that you've hit Success Club 3 months in a row.
Correct. Yes.
That's awesome.
So she has more to her story.
Oh yeah, go. You're doing great.
Well, what else were you thinking, Beth? Or
Your analogy of your business to this, how you wrote it for the coach group.
So some of you may have seen my post in the coach group, just that it's a lot like the coaching opportunity. You have to plant your seeds in the spring or whatever season it is. And if you don't plant the seeds by doing the invites, then you don't have yourself out there. You don't have anybody that's going to sprout, basically, and grow into something else. There's, you have to be there daily doing your posts and stuff and following up and inviting and just kind of getting to know people, cultivating relationships. And that's the best way to get your seeds to grow that you're planting. And then, eventually you start to see your harvest. You start to see people coming to you and asking you, hey, I see all your posts. What are you doing? And they really they're interested and they want more information. And that's how you're going to get the people to actually come and do your challenge groups.
That's awesome. That's such a good analogy of what we do. So when you started, how long did you invite? And then what were some of the things that you did to, harvest and water, not only like your challengers, but like yourself, to see the rewards of hitting Success Club?
Right. So I started right away. I really didn't post on Facebook much before I became a coach. And as soon as I started, that's when I started posting pictures of workouts and inspirational quotes, which I've actually started taking a picture and then doing some text across it with some posts that inspire me, with wording. So it's more my message than somebody else's. And just I guess
no, that's good.
Krista, one other thing. You did say that sometimes you put all this hard work into a crop and it might get wiped out.
Yeah. So in farming, you never know what kind of weather you're going to get. You don't know if one storm is going to wipe out your entire crop, but you do it every year just because you know the potential that there is. So if you don't plant the seeds, there's no way to know what the outcome will ever be, even though you don't know what the conditions will be, from now until the time you actually get harvest.
And what would your advice be for people that maybe planting and harvesting one crop, but that crop sort of wipes out?
Okay, so
because that happens, right?
it can. What would my tip for? What was the question again? Sorry.
If you're just, let's say you're inviting and somebody just says no.
Okay.
What would be your advice? Because
there's always next year.
Yeah.
Say it does happen. You've planted that seed. You've gotten a no, I guess, and no matter what, you just have to keep going. You find a different crop to sow. You go to somebody else and plant a seed somewhere else. Not everybody's going to tell you no, and not everybody's going to tell you yes.
Right. That's awesome.
So, Krista, what happens if you don't plant? You plant the seeds, and after a while you don't plant your seeds. You quit planting your seeds. It's the same. The analogy with Beachbody coaching. People do the work. They plant the seeds. And all of a sudden, they've got these people that are watching them. They've got these crops that are growing, and then you stop. It's the same analogy. They're watching you every day. So I love that. I love the analogy. The story is exactly the same as Beachbody coaching. If they see you quit,
Right.
So if you stop planting seeds, the next year you're not going to have the harvest. You have to stay consistent. Once you're successful, you can't stop. You have to keep going. It's what you do, and it becomes farming as a lifestyle, coaching as a lifestyle. I think you just have to be all in. I don't think I'll ever not farm because it's just a lifestyle. And you just have to be that way in coaching. You just have to do it. You have to wake up every day, and whether the weather is good or bad, you just do it. You don't get to take days off for, bad days. The cows still need fed. If it's raining, it's snowing, it's 30 below, you're still out there doing what you need to do.
love it. Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome.
That was awesome. And
Not
it got
easy
you out
to
of
share, so that was
it
great.
helped you get out of your comfort zone, and that was very, very good.
Definitely. I was a little nervous, but thank you.
Yeah.
No, that's so awesome. I mean, that's going it's a cycle, right? I mean, what you do now is going to be what happens in January, and what you do in January is going to be what happens in the spring. And you just can't stop just because, you had a bad day, or, that doesn't mean that people aren't still watching you and they still need you. So that was really good.
Definitely.
Thank you. That was awesome. I think we're going to leave it on that. I mean, we can't really beat that. So thank you. That was great. So yeah, just to wrap it up, I mean, you guys keep pushing till the end of the year, plant those seeds. Everything that you do now is going to basically determine, come November and January, and be the product of the product. Like, to keep this business extremely simple, like my mom always says, is just do the 3 vital skills that you have to do every day, which are inviting other people just by sharing your journey. And like Trip said, you can share in your coach group if that helps you get more comfortable. You can share in your challenge groups to get more comfortable, on your wall. Inviting, following up with people is huge. And most importantly, personal development. I know this is something that a lot of us overskip, but if you're feeding your mind and you're feeding your belief in your ability to do this business, it's just as important as feeding your body, Shakeology, and getting those results that you want. So make sure you're doing your personal development, and just keep going. So that's it. Do you have anything else you want to add, Trip? Good.
I just want to say, with the 3 vital behaviors, there's nobody that's built a successful business at this and left one of them out. So you have to have all 3. So they put personal development in there for a reason. They're not just making it up and saying read books to look smart. I mean, it really does build the foundation for your entire business, and it's going to help you improve outside of your business as well. It's changed me completely. But you have to do all 3. You have to do all 3 vital behaviors consistently to be successful. You can't do 2 out of the 3 and expect to be a successful coach a year from now.
That's awesome. That's exactly right. Great.
And, can you just mind really quickly, where is the link from the national call? I listened to it, but to add 3 people, he said he was going to put a link someplace.
Oh, the PDF.
Yes.
Yeah, it's, if you go into, I can post it in the Boom Fam.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I have that. But it's a great, if you guys, let me see, share screen, just quick, I'll show you it. I have it like right here. He just came up with this calendar that's basically like, like everyone's saying, planting your seeds every day. So you have the PDF, you can print this out, you can put it on your desktop. But it just gives you, there's 3 lines here for every single day. Not one day is missing and that's for a reason. So yeah, I'll put this in the group.
And is he saying that you're just reaching out to 3 people that you don't know, or is this a more of a?
I think he was saying you're presenting the challenge to the challenge group, or the coaching opportunity to at least 3 people a day. And so another thing that we're doing, like some people are doing, I think Amy's doing this and Michelle was talking about it, is they're doing this bubble challenge where they have like 100 bubbles, and they're, basically every time they present the opportunity or coaching to somebody, or they're sharing it, they're crossing off one of the bubbles so they get to 100. And then whoever gets to that first will win a prize. So I think that might be in the Boom Fam, but that's another, way to do this is, instead of focusing on finding 3 people, you could focus on hearing 10 no's a day, because if you're going for no's, you're definitely going to find those yeses. So don't ever be afraid of no's. Those are, there's so many people that will say no, but really they mean not now. And, they might want to do this business later on. So going for no is a huge thing as well. So.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anything else?
So you're going to post that?
Yeah, I'll post this in the group.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for getting on. We appreciate your time and for getting on and listening. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.